Welcome to another episode of the Black Bra Podcast. I am Olori.
I am a cat.
And I am FA.
Thank
You
you.
never tell your listeners Happy Easter.
Sorry, sorry,
Greetings,
sorry.
greetings. Happy Easter.
Happy
Thanks,
Easter.
thanks for that, sister FA. Anyway, to the so after my struggles with food yesterday, I ended up buying watermelon. That kept me full. I think I ate maybe almost like one half of like a big, like if you put like a big watermelon and you cut it in half. I think I've eaten almost that full half as of right now. But what that meant is that like every hour or hour and a half, I had to get up to go pee. But
Okay.
this is what we do for the fifth fam, because it meant that because what I realized is that like if I'm full, do you get what I mean? Then I don't really need. Well, it's two things. Sometimes if I'm full, then I don't need to eat. Other times I just need my mouth to be moving. Like I just need like my mouth to have activity going on. And watermelon is a good way to have activity without packing up, the calories. So today
But maybe
again.
try gum, Sean. To your mouth to move with gum.
No, but I think that I've been using gum for I don't know what happened this weekend, but I typically use gum like because I have like a yogurt for breakfast and then I use gum to tie me over to like lunch, right?
Lunch.
But for some reason, I think because yesterday was also a light work day as well, so I really wasn't as busy, right?
Yeah.
So my mind was just on food, glorious
Good.
food. But we thank God we survived another day without overdoing it. But today though, I'm planning for like a English breakfast without the bread,
Uh-uh.
like sausage, eggs, and baked beans. Yeah. So I
Bubble.
guess, we take it again on Monday. But this weekend we have to leave.
The holiday one.
The holiday one is Easter, so let's just celebrate with God in a foodie way. Actually, another gist. Sorry, speaking of Easter, so I called my sister. She was giving me a gist about how, so like in Nigeria, basically we get Good Friday off. Like most offices or most government agencies get Good Friday off and Easter Monday. So basically, this is a very long weekend for people who are working
Yeah.
in Nigeria. So one of my aunties called her to catch up, and then she's like, "Oh, me and the family are going for a revival, right?
Mm.
This Easter weekend." And the first thing that me and my sister thought to ourselves was that why would you like this is meant to be a deal like a weekend for rest,
Mm.
Yeah.
like why are we now going to now do a 4 day revival, like as in it's like this Christianity thing should not be
Stress.
stress. You get
Thank you.
like you've been working all year. This is like I think our first break this from a Nigerian standpoint this year, a long weekend for family, for you and family to rest, chill up. Man, I'm going to go and do
Good.
church again for the whole weekend.
It's
Why?
good you're mentioning this because I spoke to somebody yesterday, and she said she was going. She went. So they went to church. I don't know if it was Thursday evening or something, and then came back from church, and then obviously Friday they went to church in the morning, and then she said that she saw a message about no, in church they said something about evening service. She said
Yeah.
for what, that she's tired, she's not going to the church again. As in, not obviously not going to church forever again, but then she's not going again. How can she go yesterday, today, and then in the morning you went Good Friday morning, and then they are saying evening service? She said that bego, that
That what I'm
church is
saying.
not like this, because this is her long weekend already. Even there's so much she has to do in the house, because this is the only time she now has to like put the house together, you understand, and do some house chores that she has been putting off because she's off. And she even knows self, because she was saying even the workload at work has been so much recently because of how COVID condensed everything, that she knows some of her colleagues that still had to just go to work for like a few hours in the day just to get work done. And then church is now telling them she now wants to add church this thing. That what is it?
It's too much because
It's too
also
much.
some, in fact, some churches like my mother's church, I will not name the church or where they or
Mm,
but for Easter they actually go out of Lagos to like their out of states let's say HQ, right,
mm,
Yeah.
for this Easter revival. So that means you are
Mm.
now traveling
away from your
away.
family.
No,
Mm.
even with you may even be going with, with your kids and all, right, by road. So this is almost like maybe an 8 or 9 hour, maybe 6 to 9, depending on how the roads are, right?
Mm.
Journey to this place, which is a thing of stress, right? Only God knows what the living conditions or the accommodations are in, because
Yeah.
this place is not like Redeem Camp that I think there's a bit more um, um,
Leisure.
um, development in terms of
Mm,
accommodation there. So we don't know what the living condition will be there, right? You now do almost a marathon church thing till Monday and then head back on Monday. So to me, I'm like, this Christianity thing should not be fights. Like
and
God will
it's
not
But I
be
have to
angry
say,
if we rest.
yeah, I won't say because I remember growing up, we went to a church also that had like a retreat on Easter.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah,
had
thank
retreats
you.
almost all the time. There was Easter, there was Christmas, but I'm not even the most religious person. But I would say Easter is actually more significant. I think it's one of the most significant kini in Christianity because it's when I think Jesus died and rose or
Yeah.
something. I think. So it's like I think some people just take it to heart, like I need to be there. So I'm saying if you're that one of those people, it's fine, though. But you don't have to. Like not everybody, unfortunately, not all of us are going to. We can do it in our houses when we're resting in our beds and
Exactly.
stuff. But some people take it to heart because it's like this is literally the only. Well, we don't know if it's documented, but it's not like Christmas where someone said Jesus was born, but it's like this is like Jesus died and rose on this day. So I think that's why some people are very into Easter, like as a top thing to we need to go to church. Church has to have services lined out from Friday
No,
till
but my
Monday.
sister is getting straight because I'm sure Redeem has Holy Ghost service or Holy Ghost
Even if you're in
Congress.
Nigeria especially and you're doing a 9 to 5, like I don't know how you're going to manage because
That's
that's
what
the
I'm
time for you
saying.
to
And
enjoy.
some don't miss that Holy Ghost Congress. I think ha- Redeem did January beginning of year fasting. Now some people
Mm,
did because this is the end of so like Easter marks the end of Lent. So you have done
mm,
40-day fasting prior to this.
yeah.
So I'm like,
me. Sometimes I feel
it's not this
churches.
tough.
Me, I feel sometimes churches are against families bonding together and loving each
Yeah.
other. And why I say that is because a lot of churches take family members away from their family. A lot of churches take parents away from their children. A lot of churches take mothers. And why I especially single-handedly highlight mothers, because a lot of women marry the church and forget the marriage to the
Yeah.
husband and the children that
Mm,
they have brought into the world. And it is so sad because I know somebody, one of our family friend, that every time you ask him about his wife, he it has become even something that even the way he says it, you know that he has given up. So the
yeah.
relationship is just out of convenience. He said, that one, she's in church, like she's in church every time, you can see the pain in his voice when she says she's in church. She's in church. She's a
Yeah.
church worker. She's in church in the evening, and she works as well. So she works. She goes to church. She comes
Mm,
back home. He works also. He comes back home. Where is wife? Wife is in church. Children and he will sit down in the house, and obviously his children are
mm,
grown, obviously. But it's this kind of thing that everybody's mom is in church, obviously. Like, you know,
mm.
it gets too much. So you're not even. It's like, instead of you, if you have problems, deal with it. Instead of going to church to pray for the problem, but then the church is adding to the problem because your absenteeism in the house is causing
Mm.
your family to act up. But
Thank
I
you.
don't know, me, I personally just feel a lot of church, especially in Nigeria, they are against marriages because they believe you
Every
should do
holiday, they
oh,
had a service. I said, I'm like, I don't like. Maybe I can even get the whole okay, the night before, right?
Mm.
Thursday night vigil into Friday. Okay,
mm,
fair play. Maybe Friday morning, Good Friday. Okay, let's do with
But
that.
my thing is,
But
but my thing is, mm,
yes, sir, go on.
No, I wanted to say, because the thing is, people, if you're not a worker, even if you're a worker, my thing is wisdom. Like, I don't understand how people don't have wisdom at old
They
age.
don't.
Like,
So
you're supposed to have wisdom, and because we can't say that church should not have activities, because people will still talk and say, church is not celebrating Easter. But I'm like, if you know,
Right.
like, my thing is, you need to know what is important at that time, and also maybe make time out for family and then Easter, because you can't do the whole for maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're doing church service. So my thing is there has to be a balance, and I think a lot of people don't know how to balance things. It's like I'm married to Jesus, but you have a husband at home, you have kids to raise, and you're married to Jesus, or you're dying from something and you are stressed. Stress kills people in this country a lot, and you are going
yes.
to church from work where you've just come out from 8 hour traffic or whatever. So it's just because we can't say church should not do anything. But then my thing is, if you're not really a worker, I
No,
don't even
church
if
should know how much to do too.
Yeah, because they
Uh,
have influence. That way I'm good. Like they have, because many people will feel like, okay, maybe you're the one that's sinning for not going to the retreats,
many
right?
people.
So, because our Nigerian Christianity is very pastor said at this point in time. So, given
mm,
that you have that influence, right? Like, I'll give some Adeyemi for
I
example.
wanted to say 31st night.
Yeah, he stopped
They
doing it.
don't do over
Yeah, overnight.
crossover. They do till
Yeah,
9 or till 8
or
or
10,
something.
and then
Go
you go
back home.
home.
Ah, go
Mm.
home.
And I remember that this year many pastors were fighting government because government said that don't do crossover in church because of COVID.
But some day, I
This
mean, normally
thing.
he do that, or is it because of Corona?
It
Because
has
I
been
think
No,
that
no,
like
no.
that.
It has been like that
yeah,
for a few years now because he was like he didn't get the point why we have to cross back in your
till
house
midnight.
with your
Yes, let's
family.
let's praise here and then go back
Yeah,
home.
that
Because
at
even
9 is
security
New Year
wise,
somewhere. At
yes,
9 is New Year somewhere in the world. So you've already crossed. Like
even security
Exactly.
wise, when you finish crossing over after 12 o'clock now, you
you
start
get
going back
home.
home. Kai.
It's just wisdom. Some people are just, I don't know, the common sense is lacking, and we're just saying, oh, we're spiritually inclined. But you also have to have the earthly inclination. Like it's not just
Even
No,
last
spiritual.
year,
no.
even last year or the year before, he said we're not doing January fasting. So that's
Yeah,
almost like a default for many. So is there a spiritual backing on this, or this is just
yeah.
the,
See,
the church doctrine that we're
I will not
fasting every
even
January?
I will not even agree. So just going back to what Ife just said, this spiritual and earthly is not to be separated. The spiritual did not tell you to do it. It is earth that has formed this
Yeah,
religion. Because spiritually, even Jesus was resting. He was sleeping.
yeah,
So my own is the way they do it. Even Sundays now that is supposed to be day of rest, they will go to
Mm.
church. You will now finish church. You will
Money
now do
to
meeting. You morning
that's
till
it.
night. You now do this one, do this one. It's like, okay,
No,
what time am I even going to spend resting? It is so
yeah.
bad. And there's a reason why even God, when he was creating the world, if we
He
are looking at
rested.
Christianity, seventh day he rested. That is nothing he did. He didn't even go, okay, he's God, so he cannot be going to church. But he rested. I don't understand.
I'm like this
Nigerians
thing
need to
caused.
stop it.
I won't say it caused fight, but my mother and father had tension on this issue. My
See?
father does not get why he's still in church past 12.
You
Like,
understand?
like he doesn't get that. My mother is willing to do church, the after church meeting, and he's like, why are we spending
And
the whole day?
visitation.
Yeah. Once is two as in once in fact, before they even start sharing grace. As in my father
Do you get?
is out.
Even my father, he
Because
would have already even removed the first part of his abada and folded and put
yes,
at the back of the
that,
car, sit
thank
down in
you.
front, ready to move.
I
At
need to
one point,
move.
Seth, they say, oh, yeah, let's take separate cars because I'm not going to be the one that will be waiting for you.
Exactly. So
I'm
I'm like,
hungry.
my church, my father's church now. He goes because he gets up early, right? So it's maybe 7:30
First
a.m. By
service.
9, by 9,
You know,
You're
he's
back.
it's
back at
done.
home.
so
That's why a
so
lot of
I don't get
people,
this.
that's why a lot of non-Catholics even go to Catholic church mass because you
Yeah.
know that if you're
Church
going for
service,
six
just
o'clock
straight
mass, seven
back.
o'clock, sometimes you're back. It's like, what is
In
this?
high school now, that's why I started going to Catholic church. I'm like, I can't sit down. Like, I'm sitting down when I go home on Sunday. I'm sitting down, so I can't. Like, if I'm here, I can't sit down. Like 1 hour, I'm done. I'm out. Like,
I
I
Like
don't.
know
I don't really
it's so
get why we need
bad.
to sleep in church. I really don't
It's
like
so
get it.
bad.
Exactly.
It's really bad. And pastors need to, even pastors themselves, they are depriving their family from their attention, which is bad. You cannot be pastoring the congregation and forget to be a father in your house and husband in your house. You need to take a break and spend with your family. It's so
In,
bad.
in fact, let me even add one more layer. it's because of this overlong service that many pastors have time to be saying rubbish. For example,
Oh
Chris of
my
Christ
God.
Embassy. If you have a 1 hour 30 minutes service that will include praise and worship, testimony, and preaching, will you have time to be giving us your research, your fake research on COVID-19 vaccine being mark of the beast? You won't. You won't. Many of these long, because they start bringing gist, bringing their own opinion, bringing their own politics. That's not what you're called for. That's not what the goal of this church is.
Does Pastor Chris know he can be prosecuted for this? Does he know that?
He already has in the
No,
UK. Yeah,
they've given him fine
Because
now.
in the
we,
UK,
They've given him
we
125
heard,
like
pounds.
125,000. I mean, how
Pounds.
much
Yeah,
fine?
yeah. In the
So
UK.
if he likes, he should continue. I don't know who
yeah,
is sending him. Like, my own issue with Pastor Chris is this: if you have a word and you want to lead your shepherd that they should not take the vaccine, say it once and finish. But you keep on reiterating the point. But then he also makes a statement that all of a sudden everybody is now so focused on COVID. You are the one that is focused, Oga. Every
exactly.
minute, every day. What? Okay. My own issue with Pastor Chris is, Oga, stand up, go to the place that it has been highly affected, go to the
Go
hospital,
and
and
check.
see
Go
for
and
yourself,
check.
and go and
Exactly.
heal these people. If you're saying people have little faith, go and
Exactly. You
heal
that has
people.
big faith.
Go and
Go
heal
there.
people. Go and impact this COVID so that the numbers will reduce. Since you believe that, why should somebody take vaccine, or why should this, or it is fake, it is
Thank
this thing.
you.
Oga, go and
Go
start
to the.
healing people.
In fact, I had a wake up call this morning. I don't know if you guys know this guy, Yinka Odumaki. He's the
Yeah.
Afenifere leader, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
And he
yeah.
just died. I think
Mm.
today or yesterday. Why? He died in Lasut COVID-19 center in Lagos,
Okay. So
which
is that a
means
fake
that
news now?
no. That's and that's what I'm saying. Which means that, because even me, I've been laying back on this whole. I mean, I still wear my mask, right? But I've been chilling on this COVID-19 thing.
Mm.
But that to me
Yeah.
was it's still out there. It still kills.
And I know this guy. This guy is very
Very,
robust.
very
Like
active. Yeah,
he's
he's
very
very
active.
Hmm.
He's not too old. Maybe 40 something at best.
You see, me, I know people that have died from this thing, so I cannot use it to play.
Exactly.
If I did not know and see people that actually did have the symptoms, so it's not a matter of, oh, we heard. Please, people are dying. So, and a lot of
And
people
why,
are
why
asking
is he
Pastor.
saying this? We've had different kinds of things happen. I mean, the plague in the 1800s or what, like these things will happen, whether they're creating it or not. That's not our business. Our business is we need to protect ourselves. You can't
Shebi,
just be preaching those type of, like,
Shebi,
watch what you're saying.
If it's
they
sure for
ask,
you, go to the center and go and heal there.
Don't
and
Let's
mind them.
without mask, so that we're like, okay, yes,
yes.
No,
yeah,
you
God's
just go
son.
there. Maybe he should go and do fasting and pray for 40 days. Just say
Thank
no
you.
man.
Shebi, they asked Pastor Chris, when you were younger, and even your children, if you have, did you take polio vaccine?
You took
Okay.
now.
When you have headache, do you take paracetamol,
I see.
Panadol? Like, let us be realistic here. In this whole COVID thing, my own issue with it is that the conspiracy theories are so large that it now makes us forget that these same medical people, scientists, drug producers, Pfizer and the rest,
Mm-hmm.
paracetamol, all these things, they are the one creating it. So if they are
Exactly.
marking of the beast, they would have given us since, or they will put it in ampy clocks. Let's forget all these things. Eh?
And even conspiracy theory itself, if someone creates a virus based on what we see in Hollywood, there's always an antidote. Like they'll create something to counteract whatever. So it's like, even if they created a virus, okay, whatever. But why are you telling people not to take the vaccine if they can die? I know I'm a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but still, like, if there's a student,
No, but
if
mine is
there's
that come with facts. So like one of the I won't say it's a conspiracy theory, but one of the reasons that I've heard um against the vaccine, which I would say, okay, I see where you're coming from, is that I think there was some talk that one of the vaccines was developed using some cell line from an aborted fetus, right?
mm,
And
a,
so many like Catholic groups or church groups that are anti abortion didn't want to, because we can't say that we're anti-abortion, but then we're now benefiting from abortion-based medicine. So I can
mm,
if that is your argument, I to me, I see the logic in what you are saying. Now, I would say life comes first, my dear. But I see where you're going there. But Pastor Chris is always spiritual. Mark of the beast. I'm
Who
like,
told
even
you?
I'm like, you can't even cite a Bible verse to back up, what you are saying. So to me, it's just
Can
we're
I
opening our mouth anyhow.
can I just say I went to a church where they said Procter and Gamble was the
Oh my
antichrist.
God.
So we couldn't eat Pringles, and me, I was a foodie. You
Yes.
cannot tell me not
Yeah.
to eat Pringles. Like, I'm going to hell. Like, I'm
I
eating
remember
Pringles.
there was a ketchup one too, Seth, that
Sardine
ketchup
and
is
Indomie took a hit
uh,
As
for a
in,
while.
like,
Oprah
I mean,
and Michael Jackson too were in
now it is
the
Uncle Microsoft since that they've been doing, and
Bill
his wife.
Gates.
Oh God, it like the whole thing. You know what? In my head, I'm like, okay, you people rest, because even in other countries self, everywhere they will say, okay, it is against black people. They want to kill us
Oh
because they know we are stronger
Jesus.
and we are taking over. And I
it's like,
said,
oh,
okay, we should go and create your own and drink. They now say the one that they are creating there, they are still bringing it from abroad and changing the name. What? I'm like, when this COVID was happening, you people, well, you should have been like Pfizer. Go to your lab if you have one in your country.
Bam.
Create your antidote for the team. Give your community. But no, you did not do. You sat down
mm-hmm,
and, as always in Africa, depend on foreign importation of even
mm-hmm.
COVID
Vaccine.
vaccine. Then you now start spewing this thing on the COVID vaccine. Are people dying or are people not dying? In your country, they are
Simple.
dying. Ah, no,
In fact, the
wow.
other annoying fellow is the governor of Kogi State. And what breaks my heart is this guy is also one of the younger
Yeah, governors
governors. This
No,
guy has
wow.
been the chief fighter
against
against
COVID.
COVID. First, for the longest, he claimed that there's no COVID in Kogi. So,
Mm-hmm.
so you are just talking for your own, that based on his own research in Kogi,
Mm,
that there's no COVID. And then the
mm,
NCDC
Mm,
was saying that when they even came to inspect, right, they were not giving
mm,
support like they were being blocked by the
yeah.
because if you are not maybe yeah the chief medical officer in a government place in Kogi, and you now give NCDC access, right,
mm,
Mm,
your job may be on the line. So
hmm.
there was no cooperation from the government hospitals, right? Now the guy is now saying that COVID-19 vaccine is not for him. Like he doesn't know what is inside. So
mm,
he doesn't think that, as in, I'm like, bro, like you went to school though. Like,
oh,
so to me, even the governors forum had to say that, bros, please, let's not spread false info. So to me, like, you have no personal, like, impact when another person takes the vaccine. So why are you
yeah.
discouraging people? Like, I don't understand this.
That is where the problem comes from. If you're just keep quiet, because till today nobody has forced me to tell me come and take vaccine. That's
Mm-hmm.
one thing.
Exactly.
Now, the problem with all these people is that they are telling you to fight, but nobody came to come and force me in my house and put the injection inside my body. What am I fighting? What am I fighting? They will send, say, see what it is now. Hey, now see, there's trouble in the enemy's camp. This one, God, if you see what I've read there, like they will now, and you know what? The stories keep on changing. First, you say, okay, this is their mission. Then later, you change the story and say, no, it's this one. Now, I've even heard somebody saying that they have to stay away from people that have been vaccinated because now
uh-uh.
the neuro things can pass to
Hey
them.
God, hey God, hey God.
I say,
Ah,
please, Abel, leave me alone. Until the day that your boss calls you and your boss has been vaccinated, stay away from your boss. Let me see.
it's not even only that. If Pastor Chris, for example, or Kogi State Governor gets sick, right?
Mm.
They will not
Mm,
go. They will not use traditional medicine. Chris will
don't
not
Mm.
mind
use
them.
faith. They will go abroad for healthcare,
Uh-huh.
and they
You
will
will
not
not
ask.
know.
And they will not ask the doctor, please. Oh, is this mark of the beast?
How come
Is
this?
this no? They will take whatever they are given to be alive. So why the hypocrisy? Why?
Hmm.
Mm,
I've never seen like
Well,
if you're in Christ Embassy, like I feel like this year should have given you an eye opener that
check
something
Last
your
is not.
power.
year, but
Like, you
between
guys should
last year and
talk to
this
your
year, no, last year it started with 5G. That
Yeah,
one died down. Now using 5G to transmit to, he said 5 billion people were watching his live.
power.
I think
Guys,
I'm
using
like
Kai God.
even
I don't
Apostle
know.
Suleiman, even though he tried to be a bit more measured, he said that I'm not saying don't take it though, but if you ask my own advice, right?
I don't.
Take it.
I won't say take it, and me and my own household were not
We are
taking
not
the vaccine. Why? He said that well that he's seen something spiritual that is not
Mm,
healthy. I'm like, once you bring spiritual to anything, basically your key followers will not take the vaccine then.
Yeah.
mm.
So to me, all this like what did God tell you? As in, say it fully. What as in, what did God show you in the spiritual that made you conclude that is unhealthy? Like we all just do things that just as in like Nigerian pastors have to do. But again, it's all back to if you have an hour 30-minute service, you will not have time for all this gist because all the thing comes out on gist. It's true. You first use the
Mm.
first 30 minutes to gist your audience. Anyway,
Kudos
please
to them.
let's
Oh.
just steer the ship to actually the main gist. Sorry, the gist that I had for this episode. Davido and his crew
Mm.
have been well. Davido has been in news for quite a few reasons. I don't
March
know
Yeah.
if we
itself.
should tackle
He had the
trauma
month
as
of
well.
March.
Yeah, I don't know if we should tackle trauma as well. You know one thing I feel like we should do. You know how the shade room does this monthly calendar. Maybe we
Mm.
should start doing that too. Like what's happening? As in, who owns April? Who owns May? You know.
Yeah.
As in,
Um. Anyway, um, I think there are two angles here. But let me take the first one. An escort comes into the video. Well, I guess she calls herself an escort.
yeah.
And then she asks David, or David asks her to come through to offer, I guess, her services. From the chats, there was no discussion about payment.
Money.
Now, but I'm assuming that it was understood, right? Now,
Mm.
after because she was referred by a friend of hers who Davido had paid
Mm.
before. So after the service, she leaves I guess the house or whatever and sends a text that goes something like, if you enjoyed your night, please get my words. If you enjoyed your night,
Mm.
here is my account information. You
Mm.
know, and then I guess they tried to find different ways to send the money and nothing was going. So the next day or something, they now called her again. Like, can you please come with your friends? And they now send the same text saying that,
You
if
enjoyed?
you enjoyed that, that night, that last time, right?
Mm.
Here's my account info. And the
Any
guy, I think the guy, because I think it was maybe Davido's crew remember that she was talking to now. And the guy was not like,
It's
oh,
special
that
special. I
yeah,
looked at
special
it.
special.
It's
Thank you.
special.
Special that the special now said that haven't you haven't you gotten paid? She said no. Like, don't
no,
worry,
you know.
that David is that's his up to the task. That don't worry. So until now vexed that you people are trying to disrespect me, that you pay for a service. So my anger in this honestly is you like you're an escort, because to me I feel like we do these kind of things to separate. Oh, yeah, a prostitute and I'm an escort. No, sister, you're
Mm.
doing sex for money. As in, let's call it what it is. So why
Mm.
is
Yeah.
this whole if you enjoyed it? So what if I didn't enjoy the night now?
Come out straight. Come out straight. Don't come and be asking questions.
Or maybe you want to not be upfront. So maybe when he said come over, you didn't discuss pay. But upon getting to the house, right? Say, okay, bro, so here's my fee schedule. Which
Yeah.
which services are you going for? Or okay, maybe you want to still be shy. Okay, fine. Before you leave the house the next morning,
Account number.
as in hear the alert first before you even leave. So all this, if you because to me it must seem like it was like a standard business message. If you enjoyed your
Mm.
night, please here's my info. I'm like, sis,
No,
Me,
she must have.
the thing even confused me because I was like, okay, no, because me, I thought what normally happens now as an escort, me, I'm looking at it in a professional manner. You go, if it's online escort now, you go through the agent, you pay your fee, then the escort appears. Not
Bam.
that escort.
Exactly.
So I was surprised that she appeared before the money appeared in her account,
Mm-hmm.
Because
right?
she's a
And
self-employed. She's a self she's
yes,
a
but then if you've
self-employed
been in the business since, you know now, but
Exactly.
like not to sound raw, but even Ashawo knows money for hand, back
back.
for grab.
Yeah.
You understand? So like, uh, is it a celebrity thing? Because a lot of people get caught up with, oh, this person is a known person, so they will not do me strong thing.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. And my own is, even I think the person she was chatting with, which is Pesh, was telling her, oh, that your friend. So she was that you should come with your friend the next day,
Hmm.
Shebi. And then they've not paid for the day before. So or he didn't know that the day before has not been paid for. Now I
Woo.
don't understand, and I don't understand why. No, see, me, I just believe in this business. In every business, you collect your
Every
money,
business. Exact
except it
payment
is a
for
Upfront.
service.
except it
Payment.
is a business where you need to see the products before you pay. And most times those ones if you pay a certain percentage first so that you mobilize. So
Mm-hmm.
the thing really shocked me, oh,
Or you
that
drop deposit first. When you drop
you
deposit, then
understand?
you
Exactly.
balance it. Oh.
Because
Because
you
my
can, hey.
because my issue with this girl is not so much that she's an escort. Like to me, I'm like, that's do you. My own
Mm,
issue is the fact that I feel like she wasn't bold to collect her money. Because I don't really
yes.
get
Yeah.
this whole if you were like, so what if he didn't enjoy? Is he allowed to not pay?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I mean, the thing
Like sister,
surprised
give
me.
your as in once he called you up because from what she
Exactly.
said, she even has only fans. So you are a known escort. So
So
to me,
Mm-hmm.
there's no
sorry,
shame in saying here's my fee schedule.
is she an
Exactly.
escort or porn star?
Because
Sorry.
she claims that she's an escort, but I think she don't
Okay.
she
These are
just
the
does
questions.
OnlyFans to
All
augment
right.
the income stream. So
And
yeah,
it's
there's
escort service
OnlyFans.
that Davido asked for. Yes.
Yeah. So
So
for
that's
me,
escort.
so because to me, what I'm saying is that because you know that there are these things where okay maybe you're not a Aaron's girl maybe fully, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
But you go out with a guy and maybe you're expecting Tife, right? Right.
yeah.
So maybe so to me, I can get how maybe if that's how you came in, you're shy to
Mm.
ask
Money.
for money because
Yeah.
they will not think that you're an Olosh. But this one, you came on a recommendation of escort work.
Mm.
So, sister, be bold. Here is my fee for my services. Which service do you want? Is it this? Is it that? Let's discuss
Mm-hmm.
upfront. Or you get to the house, okay, fine, I'm here. You know, what do you want to do? Because
Yeah.
because for example, let's say he gives you $100. Is that enough?
Mm.
As a nigga, what I'm saying, like, is that enough for what you have done? Like, so what is your fee schedule up front? Let's not do anything you like, sir. Give me.
Mm. Service has been rendered.
That's
And
it.
the fact that she said like she ain't tripping off the money, but then the respect. I'm like,
Mhm.
girl, the respect is the money. So like I
Exactly.
don't understand.
That's it.
Please.
Basic.
But you're calling him out for not paying you. Then you said the respect. I don't understand where respect is inside this
It's
thing. The
pick
respect
a
is the money.
muscle.
The respect you have given professional service. The respect is to pay me for my service. So me, I don't
Simple.
understand why respect is moving away from the money. If it is you only open your mouth and say respect if you are not, it is not a service. It is that
Mm-hmm.
you're a babe and is your guy. But then if Choma comes to say respect now, I understand. That's why
Hmm.
Yeah.
Choma could say assurance. But
Hmm.
my
But was she really
girl,
assured? Because the way things are
That's
going this
that
yeah.
way.
one that
Imagine.
that one there is a whole story. Maybe the assurance. We are the ones that did not understand the assurance that Choma was asking for.
Because the
Maybe
reason why
Choma
I'm
knew
holding off on this trauma story is because I feel like there's still more.
to come
Like,
out.
yeah,
Yes.
because this
And
week
Choma
she
herself
just
seems to be
unfollowed.
groovy. Yeah,
Yeah, but this week she just not unfollowed. She deleted all, I guess,
all the
all his
images.
pics.
Pictures.
Yeah, so
Mm.
I think like because I'm waiting for the main cuts. Like I'm waiting for the main gist to come out so that we can know that okay. Because I don't understand how you were assured but then on assured.
And I
But even
know
that,
they
yeah.
sorry if I know that
No,
Davido on a normal
yeah.
day will come and tell us. He would tell us when Imade's mother and something. He came to tell us
Came
with
out.
Ife
That's true.
Sinachi. So I'm waiting. Davido will come and tell us, and I used to believe him because, but then yeah, let's wait and see.
And mind you, there's another supposed makeup artist in London that may or may not have another boy for it. So and the boy just
Oh
turned
God,
them one. So
one
there are many things that David had to clear up. I used to be Choma. Is that
David,
boy
Yeah.
your own? This new girl, is she your girl? Like there are many loose ends
David
at
was
this
on the
time
he
that we
was
need
on
to
the
be.
streets. Ah,
Yeah,
girl,
but David does not deny child. So that's why
that's
I'm
it.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm not getting this UK girls like he hasn't come out yet. I'm like, this is not as in, this is not David that we know.
Exactly. I'm actually I believe in Davido. Why I say that is because Davido has never failed us to come and say, see, this is how it is, oh. He will
Yeah.
own up. So we are waiting to hear. We are waiting to hear because this trauma something self. I'm surprised that Davido has not come to say anything. Maybe one of his last songs was the something he said. We just didn't know. I don't
We
know.
didn't we didn't we didn't pick
We
the
didn't
the
clock it.
the, the message.
Yeah. No, wow.
I said
Good
I hope the
luck.
Porsche was in her name, but not like Sweetie. That
But you're saying Porsche
Yeah.
was the name. Is there any Porsche? That's what they're telling you. You're saying
ha
Porsche is the name.
Hey, that
They're
was
telling you
too
that
bad,
the car,
pa.
the
eh.
car was not even like it wasn't bought. That's what even that time. I remember when the video came out, people were like, he didn't buy it, like because even Choma couldn't
So,
drive, and then I think he was
uh,
trying to get her to drive, and I don't know, she wasn't putting interest, so he didn't
ah,
even buy the car.
Hey.
show myself. That one me, I would have gone to go and learn how to drive now. What is
Exactly,
this? Yeah, because I've not seen Choma chilling, like riding with the car in
a
any
car,
post.
exactly.
That's
So I
true.
think
Hey,
the
God.
Or
gossip
even
blogs
why can't she
that.
get driver for the Porsche? Why
Uh-huh.
must she be the one to drive it?
No, because it's a Porsche. You don't give driver Porsche to drive for you.
Ah.
Anyhow,
Hey, okay.
Imagine me buying Porsche, then driver Abba. Which kind of enjoyment be that? I want to enjoy my Porsche.
Hey, okay. Chichi. Okay. I think there's still more to this story that needs to come. Maybe he would do
An
because
expose.
he has done his bounce interview already and I've not
yeah.
watched it. So I don't know whether he gave us a hint.
When did you do his
Can
bounce
I just
I
say
interview?
think
that
I think he was
interview?
one of the first bounce interviews was him.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's too late now.
I don't know.
He will
People
bounce.
were saying that the interview, Sha, he didn't. It sounded like there was trouble, Sha, because of the way he addressed Choma. Like I don't know, he didn't address her. I think they were asking him a question about marriage, and he was saying something like, "Oh, I don't know, Sha," but people there was a time it was trending that the way he answered the question, it didn't seem like they were going to walk down the aisle, Sha, anytime soon.
Mm.
So
Hi. No, but there's
And
one interview that he did with was it Bolanle for
yes,
Indani,
that's what
I
I wanted to
think.
say.
Yeah.
And it didn't also sound like because it just
they
sounds
were
like
getting,
he just did what he had to do kind of thing. So
yeah,
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 so
That they were getting pressure to marry and then now they've
yeah.
let go of the pressure. So they're like just taking it as it goes.
And when Bolale asked him when are we expecting the event to happen, like the
yeah.
ceremony, I think he even just shoved it off and he's like, not now. Hey, so he gave us
Chichi,
hints.
Chichi,
Uh,
Chichi. We didn't as in no, because
no,
I'm
but
actually pained because I feel like she could have done better with the circumstances and
Yeah.
yeah.
mommy, I just believe that to be a Davido baby mama is pain. It's pain more than bankrupt in
That's
That's
Nigeria.
a fair
true.
So,
point. 13th
uh,
month.
yes, trips,
With or
private
without the kid.
trips.
With or
Yeah,
without.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why the auntie was asking, "Did you enjoy the night?" To collect money. Collect money.
Oh my goodness, ladies. Well, happy Easter, ladies.
Happy
Happy
Easter,
Easter. Yeah.
guys.
All right, bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.